Hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to It's Saturday, your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us, it's Saturday. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to sneeze.
Oh no.
Sorry.
I don't think that's ever happened.
Oh my God. No, we're good. Woo, okay. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Another Saturday with us. You're so lucky,
guys. By the time you listen to this episode, I will be.
Oh my gosh,
my eyes will be different.
You'll be healing.
I'll be healing.
Yeah, your surgery's on Friday. Few days. How are you feeling?
It hasn't hit me yet, but I keep like counting down. Like I keep looking. Like this morning, I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, and I was looking at all the bottles that were in front of me, and I was like, in a few days, I'll be able to read the text on these bottles. Like
that is so crazy that you can't do that.
I know.
Like what?
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, things that are. Actually, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Things are crazy. So I'm excited.
Holy guacamole. I'm excited for you. I will miss your glasses though. I think you should get a pair of fake ones because they look so good on you.
I said I want to have like a glasses breaking like ritual, kind of like a funeral.
Yes.
Just like break my glasses. But Farz is like, those are Dolce & Gabbana. We can sell those for like $200.
That's
so don't do that.
Maybe not.
Yeah. But oh my God, I'm excited.
Okay. We had a busy week last week.
Like probably the busiest week for the pod that we've had.
5 days in a row.
5 days.
5 days. Guys, you might have saw us on the Thursty Pedaler
on Thursday for Thirsty Thursday for the Thirsty
Peddler. Say that 5 times fast.
Jesus.
We were super lucky that we got to go on with some of our friends. We took up almost the whole thing. Yeah. And we did the one in the Glebe. So what it is you get to ride around, literally like you pedal yourself. Like at first, before I did it, I thought that the pedaling was a gimmick. I'm like, there's no way the pedaling actually like makes the thing move.
I thought it was fake.
But you 100% need to be pedaling or you're not going to be moving anywhere.
It was a workout. We were all sweating. It was also 30 degrees outside.
Bro.
So we were sweating and it was a full workout. I did not anticipate that.
No.
It's a little bit of like a safety hazard, but not in a funny way, just because at one point we were turning and there was a bus.
We weren't turning. We were just going straight. The bus was turning.
Yes, the bus was turning.
We were in our lane.
And the bus like got real close to us.
Like at first
it was the bus's fault.
At first I was like, ha ha. Then I was like, oh shit, no, like I don't want to die.
Like I went like this at one point. I was touching the bus, like just like with my finger.
Yeah, that was definitely the bus driver's fault for sure. It was a wide load, but we survived. We made it. Where did we go? We went to Craft as the first stop, and then we went to.
And then we went to this other place. It was like gin.
The gin spot. Three Brothers? No. Three's Company?
Maybe something the gin. It was like a gin specialty place.
It was a gin specialty spot, which is really good. Yes.
And then we ended off at Bandito's.
Yes.
And the fun part too is that at each place they have like a little welcome cocktail for you. So we got to go and discounted drinks, which is also part of like the package that they give. And it was just so much fun. We got to control the aux cord and play our own music. And it was a vibe. Such a vibe.
It was really, really fun. I had a great time. Pierre, who was our party pilot, he like kept the party going. He was super fun. And we met these two British girls that literally were visiting all the way from the UK. They came to Ontario. I don't know why. But they were visiting in Toronto is how they would say it. Toronto. And they popped into Ottawa for a little bit and we got along with them so well.
They were amazing. I kept asking them all like the classic questions. Like, do you guys watch Love Island?
Do you say snog, yes or no?
Yeah. Do you guys actually say snog?
And the answer is no.
Yeah. They don't say snog.
They don't say snog.
And they were just explaining also like how expensive rent is over there. I could not believe it. Like it's in quid. So it's like a different currency, obviously, like the UK pound or quid. And it's just like they pay more than we pay for like our mortgage here for a like 2-bedroom without AC, without without a dishwasher. Like they pay so much over there. It's actually insane.
That's crazy.
But we got along so well with them and the whole experience was really fun. And it was actually really funny because everyone drives by and honks at you because you're literally taking up all of Bank Street.
Yeah, you're on Bank Street at like prime traffic time.
Yeah.
So be prepared for people to hate you.
What were the 3 things? It was like if someone takes a picture of you, paparazzi.
Something about where royalty, like waving like the queen, if people like wave at you.
Yes.
Something
else.
I forget.
I think I forget, but it was like funny. Like every time someone did those things, we would just like bang on the table.
Yeah, because we didn't have a horn, so we would bang on the table. Yeah, it was super fun. I would definitely do it again. Definitely check out Thursty Pedaler. It's a really good time.
It was so much fun.
So much fun.
And then literally the day after, we went on another podcast. We did a guest appearance on another pod.
We were on Smack Talk with Johnny, and he reached out to us to come on his podcast, and we've never been on a pod before. So I don't know about you. I was a little nervy.
Yeah. And the thing is, he reached out to us a few months ago, but we were actually like all booked up, and then we had this
God,
free.
we're so busy.
Sorry, guys. We're like, honestly, the summer was so packed with so many really things. So he booked us a few months ago, but then it finally like came up.
Yeah.
And he had an amazing studio. We were not expecting this like bougie studio.
It was so nice, and the cameras and the angles. So he like rents out a studio space in Gatineau.
Yeah.
And honestly though, once we were there and we got to like meet him and chat with him, like he was just so friendly. We had really good chats. Like I felt like it was fun and light, but we also got like pretty deep, and it was just a good time.
It was so much fun.
It flew by.
And it also felt like we knew him for so long.
I know.
Yeah.
100%.
Like the conversations were just really authentic. Like it was actually a really fun time, and it was a good experience to also just be on another person's pod, and he was interviewing us versus the other way around.
It was weird being in the hot seat.
Yeah,
but I liked it. So guys, if you know anyone that has a pod and they want it's Saturday on their pod, hit us up. We'll do it.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Maybe we'll have him on the pod, because he was I feel like he has a lot of cool stories and a really cool life.
He like kind of dabbled into his life a little bit, because when he was asking us the questions, but I feel like there were so many other layers that we didn't even get to, because
we just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
Tell me about your wholesome ass weekend, dude.
Oh my God, so much fun. So it was my mom's birthday on Sunday. So we went apple picking, which
so cute.
Guys, go apple picking while it's still in season.
I've never once in my whole life been apple picking.
Oh my God, it's like a thing I do like all the time.
What? I've never done it.
It's so much fun. It's so fun to like all the different types of apple trees. And it's just like such a cute, like there's so many babies walking around with their little like little truck things. Like they fill them up with apples. It's just such a cute, wholesome like
So
activity.
you pay how much to pick apples?
It's you just pay by the bag. So like if depending on what size bag you got, we got like the biggest size bag, which was like $40 worth of apples.
Holy shit.
But it's like you just like depending on how many apples you want. You don't have to get that many if you don't want to. But like I want to make apple pie, I make like apple butter, I make like all these different things.
Oh my God. Like you and your peaches today? Like what? Romina like boiled peaches for her oatmeal. I'm like,
yeah, like caramelized peaches on oatmeals. It's so good. But I do the same thing with apples. So you cut up the apples with some butter, some cinnamon, some brown sugar, and then you like put it on the pan, and then you can freeze that and put it on oatmeal. You can put it on ice cream. You can put it on like so many different things.
That's so good.
It's such a good little like treat.
I need to go apple picking. That's gonna be my next date night.
Yeah, apple picking is so fun.
So cute.
And then after that, we honestly felt like we were giving my mom and my stepdad a little tour of Orleans, because we started off at Orleans Fruit Farm. Then we went to Broadhead Brewery, which is like a brewery here in Orleans. It's one of my favorite ones because you can bring your dog. And then from there, we went to this cafe that opened. It's called Beyond Cafe. It's an Iranian cafe that just opened.
Yeah, it looked really good.
And they have like really good lunch. They have like coffees and milkshakes and all sorts of things. So we went there for lunch.
Aww.
So it was like a whole, and then we came back and watched some of the US Open, but
because you're tennis people.
We're tennis people now. We just watched tennis.
Oh my God,
no, it was
that's
good.
so fun.
It was a wholesome day. Yeah. And you had a wholesome Sunday as well, I feel like.
Dude, I was really productive all weekend. Like I had to work on Saturday. I ran a 10K Saturday morning though as well as my fastest 10K, my new PR. And I went to the canal, which was really nice to switch up my route, because I'm always running in like Alta Vista, like around our house. And there's only like so many side streets you can go down.
Yes.
So I've been saying all summer, I was telling myself, I want to drive to the canal, because it's only a 10-minute drive from our house. Just park and just run along the canal, because it's such a beautiful route to run.
Such a nice place to run.
It's so nice, so motivating. And like there's a bunch of people biking and running. So I just feel like motivated, like with like people being active around me. So went there really early. Like I was starting my run before 7 a.m. to just like a bunch of laundry, did some like wedding stuff, did like cleaning the makeup brushes, like those tiny little things.
When you get to clean your makeup brushes on a weekend, you're like, this is a good weekend.
It was a great time. I went to it was Tony's 30th birthday, so I got off work early, so I popped into there, and the spread that Barbara put out,
This girl goes crazy for all of her parties.
Oh my God.
So
like it was all just like so Tony. Like there was Whoppers, Big Macs, Junior Chickens, like candy, like chocolate egg rolls, like just all of the things that your little heart desires were on that table. It was absolutely insane.
That's like the best party. I
like,
never want to go home.
No, I never. Matt
like,
slept there. Matt didn't go home. Matt didn't go home.
Can I get a goodie bag?
Yeah, no, literally, she was giving people like stuff to go to. She's such an angel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it was really fun. But I was driving, so then I didn't drink, and then I didn't wake up hungover. And Matt was a little bit hungover on Sunday, so I was like, oh, not me, not me though. But no, yeah, it was a good weekend, and we're starting the week strong. So
it's the best way to do it. And honestly, we had our no days wasted on Thursday when we were doing the Thirsty Peddler.
Oh my gosh, thank God.
And it literally saves us.
Literally.
Guys, go get some of, I'm getting more, like I'm putting in an order soon because Thirsty Peddler literally woke up the next day not hungover at all. So
I agree. It literally saved me, especially because I had to work the next day, and your girl can't be working hungover.
No.
It's just not a thing.
And the hydration beverages are really good too for just like day to day. You don't even need to be hungover.
I know.
Like
Electrolytes
really
are just good to have regardless.
Yeah.
I agree. And I know you're really into tennis, but I hope you're ready to put on your cleats again, Romina.
Soccer. Guys, I feel like I forgot how to play. We need to like play again. It's been so long. I haven't played
We didn't
since
play the
July.
last game. You didn't play the last game.
I haven't played since July.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like it feels like forever, but no. Well, once we get going again, it'll be fine.
Well, we're gonna do a practice. We're doing a practice this week.
Yeah.
Please come, everybody on our team, and we're gonna crush it. We're in Div 5.
I don't know.
Or 4. I think we're in Div 4.
When does it even start? Next week?
Next week. That's why we should practice this week to be like fresh. Because every time we start a sport and we don't practice before, and we're like, man, if we just practice one time before, it would be so much better.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna practice, and it's gonna be great. Catch us every Wednesday night playing if you want to come cheer us on. Sub. Holler.
Or sub. Okay, and then last but not least, we've been holding a little secret from you guys. So, and I feel like we're finally ready to do the reveal.
The big reveal.
We're totally ready.
Totally ready to reveal our new merch, guys. Ooh, look how cute.
And if you don't have your video on, we have these beautiful tote bags that will be released very soon. By the time you're listening to this, it'll probably be coming out in the next couple days.
Literally. Check out for our pics to see what they're like. They're super affordable. Are we telling the price?
Yep.
They're $20, guys.
They're like $20 and then
$20 for a tote.
Yeah. $20 and you support You support us. You support us continuing to make these videos and this content.
Yeah.
And they're really handy. And honestly, nowadays with like the no bag rule, like there's no plastic bags. I've been putting this in my purse, in my it could fit in your purse.
I've been putting a purse in the
there,
tote,
yeah. But I've been putting it in my car, and now every time I need a tote, it's just boom.
Yeah,
it's handy. It's the perfect size. It's not too big. It's not too small. It goes with every outfit because it's cream. Yeah. So
it's literally perfect.
And it's unisex. Like Farza loves it too. It goes with every outfit.
The boys can rock the totes.
Yeah.
Totally. So sign up and get one.
Yeah. We're going to put out an order for them. Again, it's limited edition. Last time we put out crew necks, people didn't get them right away. Yeah. And then people are like, where are my crew necks? I didn't get it. So this is also limited edition. So if you want one, put in your order for them because they're not going to be available all the time.
Yeah.
So
don't sleep on it.
Yeah.
Get it. Love it.
Okay.
Let's
get started.
What do we want to jump into?
Okay, let's go into I'm sorry, butts, because this is just funny as fuck. Have you seen those like Stanley Cups that everyone has, like the like water cups?
Okay, when I read this, Romina, I thought you meant like
the Stanley
Cup. And I was like, well, yeah, that's a whole thing because that's a pretty big deal. Like, damn, I'm pretty proud of that.
Because I'm sorry, but why does owning one of those Stanley Cups?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about hockey. I'm talking about the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
A whole personality. I feel like when you get one of those, you become a different person. I don't have one. I have this ghetto one from like Winners.
I have my fucking thermoflask that I love. But you know what? I'm not going to lie. I do kind of want to fuck with one, not a Stanley, but I want to get like a knockoff one at Winners or something just because it has the handle and the straw.
And apparently it holds ice really well.
Yeah. So, and like to do this.
No, I need a straw.
So annoying.
I like the straw.
Like I'm drinking so much less water because I have to open up my freaking water bottle.
But I just find it so funny because everyone that I know owns one of these, and no shade because I actually love them. I'm just too cheap to pay like, I think they're like $80, $70 to $80.
Yeah.
Just too cheap to buy one. But if you have any good dupes, because I know Amazon has some dupes for the Stanley Cup, let us know.
I've been seeing girlies get them at Marshalls and Winners. And something that's really cute is I know like one of my friends that I work with at Burt's, who's also a teacher, her and her teacher friends got like dupes, and they switched like lid and straws. So like they have like pastel, like different color for the base, for the lid, and for the straw. And it looks really cute. It's like a multicolored one.
It's literally a whole personality though.
It
having
is.
one of those things. You never leave without one. You're always just like holding it.
I feel like it'd be hard on your tiny little wrist to like carry that all day. It's bigger than that. I feel like it's huge.
It's massive.
Yeah.
That's a little thing.
But straw is key.
Anyway, so funny. And then the other thing is, I know we have like influencers and all these things, and sometimes you're on TikTok and you might see a girl with the Stanley Cup and you might buy it. But I honestly think that the biggest influencers are your best friends, because let me tell you, in our group of friends, if a girl says, hey, buy this, or like, oh my God, I bought this and it's so good, instantly adding it to cart. Yes. Like, I don't care what it is. Like if a girl's like, this makeup product's the best, I like literally can't live without it, I'm buying that thing.
Oh, I get influenced by you guys all the time.
Me too.
Literally, even this bodysuit. Like I was wearing it for a photo shoot. It's Romina's, and I'm like, what is the link? Like I need to buy this.
Yeah.
Like influenced. Boom.
Influence.
Like I actually switched over to my MAC foundation because you were using the MAC foundation. I'm like, your skin always looks perfect. What foundation are you using?
The
MAC. Add to
Goop
cart.
sunscreen. I was like, I hate all my sunscreens for face. Like, which one are you using? You're like, this one.
Yeah.
I know it's expensive. I wouldn't have bought it because I'm like, it's kind of expensive. Like, I know it's expensive, but it's really good. It lasts a long time. Bought it. Love it.
It's the best.
Gonna keep buying it.
And who influenced me for that? Kate Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Your besties are the real influencers.
It's true.
It's true.
Love my besties.
Okay. Do you want to jump into? Actually, this is something that. It's not Monday, but this is something I saw the other day. It was an article on Forbes. Monday. Yeah, it's almost Monday by the time you're listening to this. Forbes put out an article that was talking about, it was a psychologist that was talking about what's a new kind of work trend called bare minimum Mondays. Okay. Oh. Because what they're finding is that come Sunday, there's this whole like trend about talking about Sunday scaries. Yeah. There's so much anxiety on Sundays. And what they found is if there's a work trend called bare minimum Mondays, where there's less expectation on Mondays and it's kind of a slow grind to the work week, people will actually show up more motivated. Yeah. They'll do more work and they'll just like, instead of burning out the first day, they'll be able to like what we talk about 4-day work weeks. It's the same kind of concept, but instead of like you having a full day off, it's just like you have less expectations on the Monday.
Yes, I would fuck with that so heavily.
Yes.
Monday's actually my hardest day for my schedule, which is so unfortunate hearing this. It's the day I have like no prep time at all. So it's the day I have to work the hardest. So I'm going to always have Sunday scaries. But imagine like my day started easier. That would be so nice.
Monday blues and Sunday scaries. Like imagine we could just combat all that with bare minimum Sundays or Mondays.
I love that. I will say though, it is kind of nice, at least for the way like my work is and like the way our schedules are. It is nice to get like the hardest day out of the way first. And then I kind of just like ease into the rest of the week a little bit.
Okay.
I don't have a choice in that matter. So I'm just trying to like put a little positive spin on it. But I would heavily mess with a bare minimum Monday if I could.
If a tech, I don't know, manager is listening to this, I think that's a good approach, and it's backed by science. They've done studies looking at if they've implemented this bare minimum Mondays versus not, and productivity actually goes up when you have lower expectations come Monday. Yeah, versus
because it's like sometimes you're just like so overwhelmed with everything you have to do, and then you just kind of crash and burn at the beginning, and then you keep just crashing and burning. So like, oh, I didn't really do anything today, so then tomorrow, and then you like get paralyzed again. It's like shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love that.
So
I love that. Should we do can we jump into Showtime? Because there's some new shows. First of all, I watched At Home with the Furies.
I watched a few episodes. Okay, what did you think of it?
They're crazy.
It gave me too much anxiety. I had to stop watching it because it was so hectic, and chaotic. And I was like, why am I watching this? Like, my life is not chaotic and hectic. Yes. And I felt like it was giving me.
I had it on while I was doing you know what else I did this weekend? I made zucchini muffins. Like I was baking and I had this on the background. And I was like, this is like killing my vibe right now, because they just have so many kids and like they're kind of like rude to their kids and their kids are kind of rude, and like there's just so much going on. And I know
rude to each other.
They're rude to each other. I know like Tyson like struggles with like mental health issues and he's really open about it, but I'm just like, damn, like There's a lot going on here. Like this is it's a lot.
Did you know about the whole like gypsy culture? I did not know about that. I had to like do a little bit of research because I didn't understand what they meant by like travelers, but that's what they call like gypsies. And a lot of like, I did not know this, but it's like a cultural thing. I don't know the history of it really, but they call themselves travelers, and a lot of the times the women like are pulled out of school because they are like become caretakers, and they become like kind of like taking care of like the home.
Yeah.
And it's like very old school, like the way that they operate is very old school.
The mom was talking because they have a daughter that's like 13 years old, and she was like, hey, like you need to learn how to cook because one day you're going to be a wife and you're going to have to cook for your husband. And she's like, well, I don't want to get married. She's like, we don't want to get married. And like, well, what do you want to do? It's like anything else? Like, I don't know.
The UK has a huge population of these like travelers and gypsies apparently. Yeah. Wow. It's like very, very normalized over there. But I just thought I was crazy because I've been following Molly May and Tommy Fury since like they were on Love Island like I don't know 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
and this was the first time I ever heard about her talking about how he wants to raise their child like as a traveler.
Yeah,
he
like, doesn't want them to go to school
and all this stuff. And I was like, whoa.
I thought maybe it was like home. Would they want homeschooling now?
Yeah, homeschooling.
Okay, that's not like totally crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I've heard the UK like education system is like pretty like crazy and really fucked. So it might even be better to homeschool them, honestly. But I don't know. I also didn't put 2 and 2 together that Tyson and Tommy were brothers.
Yeah.
I didn't put that together until I watched the show.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh wait, they're brothers.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, he's huge. Like he won. Well, I didn't watch. Did you watch the whole show? I didn't finish it.
I just had it on in the background.
Okay,
yeah.
Like I think I watched
attention.
3 episodes, and you know what I did watch that I liked more than this At Home with the Furies is Family Stallone. The Stallone.
Oh, okay. I've heard of this, but I haven't
Sylvester
watched it.
Stallone's show
with his daughters.
With his daughters. First of all, he has 3 daughters. They're all rockets.
Oh, like, I thought I only had 2.
No, 3 daughters. They're all like 12 out of 10. Like
wow, so
good looking. The mom is so good looking.
Amazing.
And it's just funny because I feel like everyone has a TV show now about the families.
Yeah. I used to watch like the Gene Simmons show.
Yes. And like then the D'Amelios came out with the show, remember?
Yeah,
like,
I never watched that.
Never watched that. And now apparently there's rumors that Alex Earl's family might come out with a show.
Oh, I hope not. She doesn't need that. She's already so famous, and like people are so into her life already on TikTok. It's like, I don't know. I feel like that'd be too much. And I feel like that could be like just really hard for her. And I don't want her to like, I don't know. I feel like that could just end badly.
And it's just funny because her family dynamic is so crazy. Like she has a stepmom and a mom, and then a dad and a stepdad, and they all get along.
They all like go to dinners. They all like hang out,
and they all have so many. She has so many siblings.
I don't even know how many siblings she has.
6 or 7 siblings.
Definitely a few sisters, maybe some brothers.
Yeah.
Is she the oldest?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's also
she
crazy.
has a lot. But anyway, the Stallone show is really, really good. I only watched a few episodes, but it's cute. Like it's, I wouldn't say really, really good. It's super staged. Like you can tell that it was, they were trying to come up with some plots, which is understandable. Like I feel like reality TV, it sounds easier than it is because like you have to have a new like plot line every episode, and sometimes nothing happens.
Or like a new problem, a new drama, like something needs to go on.
So I feel like they created some problems. Like one of them broke up with their boyfriend, but it was like, were you actually dating anyone?
Yeah.
First, like one episode, she's like, I love him. And then the next episode, they were broken up, and it was like, never saw him. Oh. He never even appeared on the show. So
it's a little sus.
So it's a little sus, but.
Man, so much reality TV with this writer's strike still, eh?
So much reality TV. Like, Summer House is coming out. New Summer House, and then selling OC. Did you see that?
I started it. Yeah. I only watched 1 episode.
I watched like 2 episodes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I didn't watch the trailer. I don't know. Like, I wasn't too into it last time. I remember just like I didn't really like Alex Hall, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I just feel like this one is way more crazy than the Selling Sunset because there's just so much more drama, and I just feel like everyone's just dog eat dog, like putting people under the bus, like. I don't know. It's just
there's not like any
crazy.
real friendships, I feel.
Yeah, but did you see that in the episode he mentioned that they're starting a new franchise of Selling Sunset in Cabo now?
Selling Cabo?
Selling Cabo. Like they're opening up a new Oppenheimer group in Cabo.
So will it be like American real estate agents in Cabo, or will it be like people from Cabo? What would they be like? Caboians? I don't know. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Man, honestly, I feel like sometimes when you do something like too much of a good thing, it's like, I don't know. It's like just chill.
Yeah, it's gonna like be overdone.
Also, when is Beverly Hills season 2 coming out? Isn't that coming out soon?
No idea.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Busy.
We shall see. What else? Oh, you know what else actually came out recently? And I know you haven't watched it, but Top Boy.
Okay, I never heard of this until
3 just came out.
How have I never heard of this?
Sorry. Well, season 3 of Top Boy, but there was 2. So, okay, here, let me give you the background of Top Boy. And if you haven't watched it, definitely go watch it. So there was this show called Top Boy Summer House. I know it's funny that we watch Summer House, but it has nothing to do with that. It's about a UK gang group. And it had 2 seasons. And then the show got canceled. Okay. I never watched those 2 seasons. Then Drake watched the 2 seasons of Top Boy Summer House, and he tweeted something at Deshane, one of like the actors of the show, being like, "Oh, like this is such a great show" or something. And he wrote back like, "Too bad it's canceled. Like too bad there's no more like episodes." And then Drake got back to him and was like, "Stop. We'll see about that." So then he actually put in the work. He like facilitated the show coming back on air in the form of Netflix. So Netflix actually bought the show, and now you can watch all seasons of Summer House, Top Boy Summer House, and now there's like 3 new seasons.
Oh my gosh.
So it continued to go on for 3 more seasons because Drake like helped it come back, but it's such a good show.
That's such a flex for Drake. Imagine like your favorite show gets canceled and you're like, nah, like here's a couple of $1 million, like make it happen again.
Yeah, like he put them into contact with like the right people apparently. Also obviously like put in some money. Yeah, I think he's like a producer on the show now, but
that's so fucking cool.
So sick. But anyway, this show is really good.
Boy. So is it a British show?
It's a British show. Okay. Oh my god, the stuff they say, it's so gangster. Like me and Faraz are like, we want to get into these things. So when they say like goodbye or like see you later, they say in a bit. So those like in a bit.
And then just leave.
And then they'll leave.
In a bit.
In a bit. I'm like, that's so sick. Like, in a bit.
Oh my God.
Sort of like, see you later. It's like,
see you later, alligator. What do I say? You know what I've been saying to Matt all the time? I say, peace out, Brussels sprout.
Yeah, that's not
so lame.
Oh, but yeah. Anyway, watch the show. It's really good. It's really, really good.
Amazing.
Okay. Have you ever wondered why there are so many Thai restaurants compared to how many like Thai people there are in the world? So many Thai restaurants.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's definitely a lot in Ottawa.
There's so many in Ottawa, so many in the States.
I love Thai food.
But there's actually a reason for this. Okay. So back in 2001, the government of Thailand started this thing called the Global Thai Program, where they wanted to essentially open up 3,000 Thai restaurants all around the world. It's surpassed that now, but
all around the world.
All around the world. And the reason for that is because they wanted to essentially increase the exposure to Thai food, Thai culture, hoping that will increase tourism and like export deals and things like that. And so they started this thing where they essentially created a program where it will say there's 3 different tiers. There'll be like Thai, think of like Thai Express. So Thai Express is kind of like a fast food chain. Yep, then there's like an in-between Thai. Think of like your local Thai restaurant where you can get some like curries and things. And then think of like high-end Thai restaurants that are like a little bit more bougie. Yeah. So they had these 3 kind of prototypes and they had everything in the works. They created manuals for people who'd actually go overseas to like create the Thai restaurants. Okay. They've provided funding for them and they gave special like visas for it. So it was just, God, so crazy. I was like talking to my brother about this because he was like, did you know this about like Thai restaurants?
That's insane.
And I was like, that's freaking crazy. But yeah, essentially like they offered loans. They had like different restaurant designs, even like the way that the restaurant would look, like they would have manuals for this, and essentially like facilitated like the expansion of Thai restaurants all around the world.
I feel like it worked because I know so many people that have been to Thailand. Like people love Thai food.
People love Thai food. And then I read somewhere that actually South Korea did the same thing with K-pop. So they started the whole K-pop trend. And then like a lot of, what is that massive one? I forgot the name of it now.
B2B?
What's that one, that really famous K-pop one?
Isn't it BTB?
Is it BTB?
BSB.
BSB?
Yeah, we need a producer.
K-pop famous... South Korea. But anyway, it worked for them as well. Like they're BTS. B2B. BTS. B2B. I was like, I don't think That's correct.
Oh my God.
BTS. So BTS was formed during that same kind of wave of South Korea being like, let's create K-pop big around the world. BTS blew up and they made so much money.
Yeah.
So it's just freaking crazy.
What's your go-to order for Thai food?
I love a good pad Thai.
Yeah. Chicken, shrimp, beef.
I like shrimp.
Same. Obviously the same. Dude, so when I was in Thailand, we would literally be paying $1 for a pad Thai dinner.
Wow.
And then to come back to Canada and pay like $20 for pad Thai. I'm like, I can't. I can't do it.
It's so good though.
It's
I love a
so
good pad Thai.
Good. Thailand is one of my favorite places in Asia that I've been for sure.
I really want to go. Did you see a lot of did you see elephants? Like I feel like that's what
everyone
does.
I touched the elephants. I didn't ride them because you're not like it's not really good for them to ride them. But like I was there and I have this like if you scroll back like way on my Instagram, there's a picture of me with like an elephant. Maybe we can post it.
Can we post it on the story?
Yeah, we can post it. It's really cool. Like it was an elephant sanctuary that we went to and they like gave us these like handmade like big thick like long t-shirts to wear and we like bathed the elephants like with like they went to like these mud pits that are good for their skin and then we helped wash them and we made them food and we fed them. It was really cool. Yeah, guys, if you go to Thailand, don't go to the places where you ride the elephants or see the tigers. Like those tigers are like fucked up on drugs. Like they're like literally just like why is a tiger so chill? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
why are you able to pet a tiger?
Yeah, like, those animals like I don't think it's like really humane what they're doing. So go and like feed them and bathe them. Go to sanctuaries. But yeah, Thailand is really cool. But there's so much culture, but there's also like such a good party scene there as well, like all over.
Wow.
So highly recommend.
Oh my God. I love that. Fun. Okay. Let's go jump into some tabloid talk because
oh my God, I've been waiting to talk about this.
Let's talk about, and if you don't watch Summer House, you can skip through this, but Summer House is a reality TV show that kind of blew up during the pandemic because there's all these people that lived in a house and it was just fun to watch. But essentially, two of the people were engaged. They were set to get married this year, right?
Carl in Mexico in 2 months.
Yeah. Carl and Lindsay were set to get married and they just broke up.
And guys, it goes so much deeper because they have been on the show since season 1 and it's going on season like 10 now.
Something like
They've
that.
been best friends for so long. They've dated other people and then finally they came together.
It was like a Rachel and Ross situation.
Yeah, but they kind of like really expedited their relationship. I felt like they like moved in really fast. They got engaged really fast and then obviously that didn't really work out and now like they've broken up and I've heard like there's a rumor that there's allegedly like he was cheating on her and there was like a pregnancy scare with like another woman and like it just seems like it could be a pretty crazy story.
I heard that as well. And then also there was a wedding this weekend and she went to the wedding. So people are a little confused by that, saying you just went through like the biggest breakup. You're literally about to get married and then you broke up and now you're at your friend's wedding. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Is it a good friend? Like if one of my best friends was getting married and I broke up with someone, I'm like, I'm not missing your wedding because my ex-boyfriend's a fucking asshole.
True.
You know?
Do you think, and this is all just speculation, do you think that Scandal happened? They saw how big their show got. And they were like, yo, how can we bring some sort of scandal to this?
You know what? Honestly, because Summer House was getting kind of fucking boring.
Because
everyone like Paige and Craig need a spinoff or something because like everyone's like married or they've been together for so long. It was kind of like, where's the drama?
And every time they brought new people, I just didn't like the new people.
No.
I don't know. No one's interesting on that show anymore.
No one
other
really
than
stuck.
Paige. That's it.
But people are gonna tune in to watch this. That's for sure.
Exactly.
But also, I just like don't think like how can people like they're not that good of actors? So like how could they like fake it? You know?
For you do something crazy for a paycheck.
You
I
think
don't
so?
know.
How much do you think they're making per episode?
I think per season they're probably upwards of like 300-400K. I think per season. Yeah,
that's so much money.
It's a lot.
Paige must be making so much money with
she
all her
probably
like,
makes $1 million a year. I would say at least
yeah.
on just all of these things. Think of how much they're making per Giggly Squad show, guys.
Giggly,
we paid about $150 a ticket.
Giggly Squad, their Amazon storefronts, like okay, and also like their ads. They have like like a lot of Canadian ads in Giggly Squad, and she's like doing like Paige doing like Peloton ads. I'm like, girl, I know you don't work out. You talk about how much you hate working out all the time, and you're trying to sell me a Peloton app, like. Please stop.
Yeah, and the way they read the ads are so funny. Like, Are you tired of the same workouts? It's like, bro, you know you're not getting out of bed.
You're in bed.
You're in bed.
You're in bed. But yeah, when does the new season even come out?
I think in the next 2-3 weeks.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Can we watch it together?
Yeah, of course. Isn't that convenient though that this dropped like a week, 2 weeks before the season premiere?
So that means it's going to come out at the end of the season.
Yeah, but now people are gonna watch the season.
Yeah,
because they're like, oh my God, did something happen?
See what happened.
He was having an affair for a
you're
while.
Such a detective.
I don't know. It just seems like now a little bit like.
Also, it'd be pretty gnarly if he did have an affair because he's sober, and I feel like most of the time when you do that shit, like you're really fucked up and you're like not thinking straight. But he's like dead ass sober and cheating. If it's true.
And a pregnancy scare too. Like that's deep.
Yeah. Also, Lindsay's like 37. Like imagine you're engaged to be married at 37 and then it falls through. I'd be having a mental breakdown.
You got to start from scratch again.
At 37.
And it's a public breakup too. That's why this girl's wedding, who it was this weekend, better have been her best friend. Because otherwise, why are you going to a wedding?
I have no idea.
I wouldn't be going.
I'd
be like, I'm not going.
I'd be like, I send my regrets.
Yeah. Here's a flower basket. I'm not going.
Yeah.
You know?
No, definitely not. Yeah, that was huge tabloid talk. I was talking about it at work today. Like we were just like, oh my God, did you guys hear? Yeah, crazy.
Okay, let's jump into a new segment.
Yes,
that we started because I think it was at your birthday we started this because we had a beet salad. And we were like, beets are underrated.
So underrated.
And then we're like, what else is underrated?
Yeah.
And that's how it started.
So we're going to talk about some things that we think are underrated.
Yeah.
Beets. I've always, ever since I was a child, loved beets.
I have a jar of beets in my fridge right now. Kid you not.
People say that beets taste like dirt and the earth, and they're wrong. Beets are delicious.
They taste like dirt. I love beets.
Beets
are so good. Cut it up with some feta cheese, some arugula, some walnuts, some balsamic drizzle. That's a freaking salad, and it's beautiful. It's autumn.
It's what a beautiful color.
Oh, it's so good.
It's such a nice. I want to paint my nails the color of a beet. I want to go to the nail salon and be like,
that should be the new trend.
Beet nails.
Beet nails. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Beet ass nails.
Beets and pickles. Imagine you made a little sandwich and it was a beet and then a pickle and then a beet.
Sweet and tart. And you need some like goat cheese or some sort of like fromage in there. Yeah. Speaking of food, another thing that's underrated, baked potatoes.
Okay. A good fully loaded baked potato with cheese, some sour cream, some chives, some cheese, some other stuff.
Sour cream, did you say that?
Sour cream, yeah.
Dude, when I was a younger child and we would have baked potatoes, I don't know if I've said this on the pod, I've just said it too in real life, but I'm going to say it again. I would like take out all the potato and like eat that on its own, but then I would have the potato skin and I would just like load it with butter or like sour cream and just fold it like a little taco and eat it. And I don't know if that's a red flag or a green flag or a beige flag, but it was so good.
But people eat like potato skins. That's like a dish. Yeah. I used to serve that at Kelsey's. People would order potato skins.
So it's just a potato skin
with stuffing.
Yeah. Holy shit.
It's good. I like it.
I love that shit.
You know what else is underrated? I was at Home Depot with Farzad the other day, and Home Depot employees are underrated. They are so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
I feel like you go in there, you're like, I'm doing this project, and they just know so much. They know exactly what aisle and bin things are in. They know what you need. They give it suggestions, and they're real. Like they will tell you if a product is not good.
Those people are passionate.
They're so passionate. Like, they're all like retired. They've done,
I think so, right?
Worked, and now they just do this for fun.
No, honestly I don't go to Home Depot a lot, but every time I do, I don't know what the F I'm doing, and I usually wander around trying to figure it out myself, and then I'm finally like, no, I need to ask for help. And when I do, I'm like, why didn't I just do that at the beginning? Because they know everything that I need to know.
Yeah, they know everything.
And they're so nice.
We always make the joke. I always make the joke. I'm like, Farzad, when you're old, like, you're going to work here.
I can totally see that. Like, no joke.
Like, no, I'm not going to work here. I'm like, you're going to work here.
It's not even going to feel like work. It's going to be your passion. You're going to love it.
You have to spread your knowledge.
Literally.
To all these people. But no, Home Depot employees,
underrated.
Give a shout out to them and show your appreciation because they're real ones.
They're real ones. Okay, another thing that's underrated, waking up to no alarm.
So wait, waking up to no alarm or waking up without an alarm? Like just waking up.
I was thinking waking up like the next day. It's like I don't have to wake up with my alarm tomorrow. I can just wake up on my own.
Okay, that's also good. But waking up without an alarm, like you have to wake up and then you just
wake up before. Yeah.
And then you look at your clock and you're like, ooh.
You're like, I'm so great. My body just knows when I have to wake up and I'm awake. I've honestly woken up like a minute before my alarm, like way too many times than I can count. Like it happens to me all the time.
I love that.
All the time.
Because then you're just like, you feel like a boss. So like, you're like, psh.
It's just better than bah, 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 or do 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 do.
Well, if you listen to our last episode, you can have your own personal ringtone.
What garage band
with just 5 simple steps.
17 steps. It's
17 steps and 5 apps. You can have your own ringtone. Oh my God. Okay, what else? Oh, okay, we were talking to the people from the UK and they were explaining at Thursty Pedaler, and they were explaining how in the UK, like people just don't have ACs because it never gets that warm over there. But this year there's been that heat wave, which we had in Ottawa, and they also had in the UK, and they were just saying how unbearable it was because it was like 35 degrees with no AC. So
I can't.
ACs, underrated.
God bless the AC.
God bless ACs and dishwashers. Like if you don't have them, you really are hurting.
You're hurting. Also, like a full size dishwasher, full size appliances are underrated. Having a full size microwave, laundry, dishwasher, fridge. Like go to Toronto in a condo, everything is like mini.
I'm like, where would I put my apples that I just went apple picking from?
Where do you put like your meal prep and your groceries? Or if you're sharing the place with a partner and like you both have things, like it's not feasible. You can't do it.
No.
So yeah, both those things underrated.
Also being friends with your neighbors.
Oh my God, we have the best neighbors.
We have the best neighbors as well. And the other day, because Farzad always works with like the garage door open, so he's just known now on our street as like the woodworker guy. So this guy, our neighbor John, he's like a few doors down. He like walks over. He's like has this project that he's been working on for his grandson, and he's like, "Can you help me like make these holes for this?" Like he was making. It was actually really cute. It was a frame that he put holes in, so because his grandson's like obsessed with Harry Potter and has all these wands. So
I'm dead. I used to have a Harry Potter wand. So
he wanted to make a frame so that he could put all his wands and like put them on display.
That's so cute.
But he like didn't know how to make it. Like,
but can you do it for me?
Yeah. So he like brought it over, and like it literally took us like 30 minutes, and he just like was so appreciative. And now it's just like, that's so awesome. Now if we ever need like a cup of sugar or something.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
You know, my neighbors and I have borrowed stuff from each other. It's all the time. It's so funny. So Matt and I, before we moved into our home that we live in now, we lived on Hopewell, and across from us was a woman named Heather, and she was such a great neighbor. Like whenever we didn't have parking, like a driveway back then, so whenever there was like an overnight parking ban in the winter, she'd let us park like our cars there. And just like when we first got Stark as a puppy, they had a dog, and like we would hang out, whatever. And we were really sad to say bye to her. We're like, there's no way we're gonna have a better neighbor than Heather. Like she's just so nice, like such a great woman. We moved to our new home we live in now. Who is across from us? A woman named Heather and Luis, you know them, who sent her mowing. And we're like, oh my gosh, like, wait, it's another Heather. This Heather blows the old Heather out of the water.
No, I've met this Heather, and she's amazing. She also listens to the pod.
I know she does. Shout out to Heather. And it's so funny because I don't even know their last name, but we just call them the Heathers. Like we're like, oh, like the Heathers are coming over, like they come and use our pool, like we like ask them if we need any favors or anything. Like I use their printer sometimes. I'm like,
his son literally mows my lawn at the other house. Like, they're guys, amazing.
If you live in Alta Vista and you need your lawn mowed, we can hook you up with Centaur mowing.
Yeah, he's really
good.
Cute and really good.
I'm such a good dude.
Such a good dude.
Yeah, underrated neighbors. Good neighbors are very underrated.
Yeah, and then when you have shitty neighbors, it's like, oh no.
Oh boy.
But I would suggest anyone who's like, I don't know my neighbors and blah blah blah, just go talk to them. Like next time they're outside, literally go walk up. I know sometimes it's a little awkward.
It's easy because we have dogs.
Oh,
you know what? Like the connection, all this is like a dog. I feel like when you have a dog, it's just easy to be like, oh my God, can I come see your dog? Instead of being like, oh my God, can I come pet your tulips?
Yeah. But
just do it.
If you don't have a dog, honestly, just like buy a bottle of wine, go get a box of cookies or whatever, and just be like, hey, like I know we haven't actually like introduced ourselves, but I live right here.
One time, one of our other neighbors, we don't know them as well as the Heathers, like not nearly, but
The Heathers.
we don't know them as well.
love the Heathers.
No, we love the Heathers. But they made like homemade falafel, and I guess they made too much, and they knocked on our door and they're like, hey, we made too much homemade falafel. Do you want some? And like homemade like sauce. And we're like, yes, please. Thank you so much. It was the best falafel I've ever had in my entire life.
And now you're like, I know like that neighbor and I like them.
Yeah. And then when that storm hit their backyard and all of the trees were like fucked up in their backyard, like Matt and Richard like went over and like helped take out all the trees.
See?
Yeah.
This is why
we have a little community. I love it.
You have to have a community because especially if you plan on living in that house for a while.
Yeah.
Even if you're renting it, like if you're friends with your neighbors, then if your music is too loud, they'll text you or they'll come knock on your door.
Exactly. Instead of calling bylaw.
Or if you're parked like on the street and instead of calling bylaw on you, they'll
just be like, move your car.
Hey, can you move your car?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a
life hack.
It's a life hack. Do it.
Okay. Last thing that's underrated, having a favorite pair of jeans.
The best.
I don't have one yet. I'm like I have a pair of jeans that I really like, but I want a favorite pair of jeans.
I'm trying to think actually if I have a favorite
like
pair.
I don't have one that I always go to. I have a few that I really like. It's underrated. Like some people, I know people that have their favorite pair of jeans and I'm like, fuck, I really want that. That's so underrated. Like I really want that.
The thing is too is that sometimes I find like with jeans, like I'll have a pair of jeans I really like, but then they're like not sitting jeans.
Yeah.
Or they are sitting jeans, but then they're not good for like going out in because they're a little baggier. So
yes.
How do I find the most perfect jean that's both sittable and walkable
and it needs to look good standing and feel good sitting. So it needs to still be a little form fitting, but when you sit down, it's not too tight that it's uncomfortable and you can like eat in them. And they're long enough for my long ass legs. Like I haven't found that yet. I'm just searching still for my favorite pair of jeans.
Okay, have you seen this new trend that people are like cuffing their jeans? Like a lot. Like
I'm never gonna be able to do that.
I don't like it.
I'm never gonna be able to do that.
Okay, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
Good. I can't. Like, how long are these jeans gonna
can't
be?
Do it.
Like, where does Bella Hadid get her jeans from? Like, I don't understand. Where do these tall girls get them? The tall girly store? I don't know.
What is that guy's store where it's like big and tall?
Big and tall guy or big and tall man? Yeah.
Where's the female equivalent to that?
I don't know.
Model. It should be called model.
Do you know how sad it is to like go into like into shoe sections anywhere and like I'm a size 9.5, 10 and like all the sections are so big and then once you get past 9, like they literally becomes like a size 8 will have a whole row, 7 whole row. Then you get to 9, like 3/4 of a row, 9.5, like half a row. Size 10, you get like a sliver of the whole row. I'm like, oh,
also being
so
a whole
rude.
size instead of like I'm 6.5, 6.5. Like I wish I was either a 6 or a 7 because half the time you can't find like a 6.5.
It's hard to find a 6.
Or like you can find like a 7 or 6, and like either the 7's a little too big or the 6 is too small.
Can you buy kids shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bitch. I'm so jealous. I can buy men's shoes. So
they're like more expensive.
Like, size 8 men's. Like great. My cleats for soccer are men's. They're on sale. I don't care.
Whatever. You know what? It's fine. You need bigger feet to hold up your like longer body.
Oh yeah, I do.
If you had like really
weird,
tall,
right?
really small feet, it would you'd fall a lot. I feel like.
So who do I know that's really tall? I think it's Alex. No, maybe Alex is the same size as me, or is it Kate?
Somebody has small feet.
One of our tall girlies has like small feet, and I'm like, what? You're so lucky. Okay.
You can't have it all, Tash. You can't have it all.
Okay, if you guys think of anything that's underrated, send us a message.
Send us a message of what's underrated. And if you have a favorite pair of jeans, let us know what it is.
Where did you get them from?
Where'd you get them? Like, are they Levi's? Are they something else? Abercrombie?
So they're going to be like, I thrifted them. I'm like, sick. Like,
they're vintage Chanel.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm never going to get those. But thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Should we...
Do we have time for health and wealth?
I think so. Okay. I was trying to check. I think we have some time.
Okay, because I have one. Actually, this is a short one.
Yeah, we have some time.
Okay, we have time for one, and then we'll go into some BMK. But I was listening to Diary of a CEO, and he had this guest on. His name was Ryan Holiday, and his name's Ryan Holiday, but he's a discipline expert. And
I listened to this one.
You listened to it?
Yes, it was so good.
One of the things he mentioned that I was like, oh my god, that's such a good life like motto is. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself.
Yes.
So let's say I'm like morning person. I love waking up and like I want to have a really productive day. That's fine for me. I can be strict with myself, but also be tolerant with people who might not be like that and might not have this like hustle bustle like mindset. Yeah. Because it's actually harder to be that way and be tolerant with others because you sometimes want to impose your way of living onto others, and then you'll be dissatisfied with others, or you'll be like annoyed at people because they're not like you.
Yeah, they're not the same standard.
It's actually harder to be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. But he says that's like the best way to live. Yeah, I think that's really good advice. Yeah. So like
definitely,
like I just thought it was like such a cool way of thinking about it. And also next time, like I don't know, someone is like late or having a bad day or whatever it could be, you could just think of this and be like, you know what, I wouldn't do that, or like I would be like this, but that's fine. I'm gonna let this person be like that and be mindful of that.
Yeah, honestly, people being late really bothers me, but I feel like people that are late, like that's just their personality. Yeah, and like if it doesn't bother them, like I guess it's just like it depends on the situation. Like if I'm sitting like at a restaurant waiting for you and you're like always like late whenever we make plans, like that just tells me that you don't respect my time. Yes. And that pisses me off. Like that's my biggest pet peeve.
I think for that, like that's different. Like if it impacts you, then it's like, okay, maybe. But if it's like someone's always late to a party and it doesn't really impact you, I don't care.
At the end of the day, that doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Sometimes, I need to remember that not everyone's
not everyone's like you.
Not everyone's like me because I'm an original.
Yeah. Well, even just like, for example, the way I travel is like, so like I'm so organized. I like to check in exactly 24 hours before. And I'm just like, I like to put my passport in the same spot of my purse, and there's certain ways, but then sometimes people aren't always like that, and I have to just like be like, that's okay too. Yeah,
like don't take on that stress.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't need to care about what they're doing. I just need to care about what I'm doing.
Exactly. Because
it's a good mental health moment.
That's a good mental health moment. We love it. Okay, let's end with a quick BMK. I'm gonna give you a good one, I think. Okay, this has been on here for a while. Joey, Local, or Jack Astor's Bang, Marry, Kill.
Ooh, okay. Well, I love Joey, but up until recently, I've been kind of getting the ick.
Yeah, we're a little icked out.
We've been icked out because something happened. So I'm gonna say I'll marry Local because it's just always a good time. I feel like it's not too serious. You can get really good food there. Mm-hmm.
It's like the same food as Joey, basically, but for like cheaper.
Yeah, and like they play music, but it's not unbearably loud. Mm-hmm. I'll bang Joey. Jack Astor's, I don't think their drinks are that good. They're kind of sugary.
They're so sugary.
Mm-hmm. And also their music that they played last time was so loud that it kind of threw me off. Okay, but I do like the games, so I'll kill it. But yeah, I think I'll have to do that. What about you? It's tough, eh?
It's so hard. I thought I knew my answer, but I don't know anywhere because I forgot Jack Astor's had games. And it's so fun. But you know what? Local has a lot of games too.
Local has like,
board games. It has board games and like bocce ball and stuff.
And like that one that's like...
Isn't that bocce ball?
No. It's shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard. Yes. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You asked me and you didn't even know.
I know. Well, I thought I was going to say something different, but no, I think I'm the same as you now. I think I'm going to...
People have been saying that we're like too much the same and we need to be a little bit more different. We're trying our best, guys. Just be tolerant with us. Yeah. Strict with yourself. Okay?
I think I'm going to bang Joey because like there are certain pieces on the menu that I like really like to like fuck with. So I think I would like to go there like on occasion for like a good time, but I don't want to go there all the time because I get bored. Local, I feel like I can go Thursday, Sunday for brunch, like Friday night, like whatever the vibe is, like patio inside, it's always fun. And then Jack's, like I do like Jack's, but it doesn't have my heart. And out of those three, it'd probably be my last option every time. So I'm going to kill it.
If you had given me Earl's instead, like if you had added Earl's, I would marry Earl's.
Yeah.
I love Earl's.
Is just like a better Joey.
I don't know why they need to really bring Earl's here. Earl's is definitely my number one. Yeah. And then it'd be Local, but
I agree. Okay. That was a good one.
Okay, guys. Ooh. Wow. We're out of time. Keep a lookout for the tote bags. Where's mine? I don't know.
You threw it over there.
Threw it over there. But keep a lookout for the tote bag because it's totally cute and we're totally ready to take on your orders.
Totes.
And
and that's it. That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Was a tote. Was a tote. Totes my goats.
Okay, we love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.